Island. I'm the spokesperson for Cycle Action Auckland, and I'm speaking to you about ETA, Easy Transport Auckland, because that was a cycle action initiative for the council elections. And firstly, congratulations to all of those who were elected. I've got to say, when I went to the first Transport Committee, it felt like being in an Arthurian legend. You know, there was Arthur at the head table and the knights, and I thought, shit, this is the age of enlightenment. So I tell you, I get up every morning feeling really good. Okay, we're racing away. So, Cycle Action Auckland, our goal is everyday transport, people using their bikes for transport. And this is the sort of image that we're increasingly seeing in Auckland. And what it basically means is that we're talking about cycling being part of the whole of the transport mix. So, this is me on my bike. I'm irrelevant. The main thing is that what you can see there is somebody, this is what I wear every day when I'm cycling around. There I am on the famous Lake Road cycle lane that you may have heard about in Devonport. It is the best thing that ever came to the North Shore, simply because it has doubled the number of cyclists on that arterial route. It's also avoided crashes, and it was the worst route. Cycle Action Auckland sees cycling simply as part of the transport mix. You've got here someone putting a bike on a bus by way of a ramp. And what that's really telling us is that cycles are absolutely vital to extend the reach and flexibility of the transport system. They really not, I mean, I don't have a car and I get around on my bike. Here we have, this is the new bus stop on Waiheke. Fullers are a fantastic group. They are giving new fresh messages on how buses and cycles can mix together. So another thing we've been working with in Cycle Action Auckland is to have bus drivers aware of the fact that we're quite small when we're on the road and sharing their bus lanes, but we're actually vital to delivering a new transport whole era in Auckland. So we need to work well together. The thing is about, the other point is here we've got an initiative that Cycle Action had where we brought all the urban designers together, 180 of them. We had to start looking somewhat sexier and smarter than we normally did because, you know, architects rather like themselves and they like a sexy image. So this is what Auckland Cycle Action Auckland has been doing as part of selling it. This is another image for Cycle Action Auckland. We've just been down in Hastings and selling how cycling is part of the transport mix to Hastings. We were asked to go down there by the mayor and address all of the council staff. Oh, that Auckland City could do the same.
We'll make it so.
Council.
Make it so.
Okay, and this is North Shore, where we have Belmont. This is the sort of image that we want to see for our city, where this is the top cycling school in the whole of the country. These intermediate kids, 50% of those kids ride to school on a bike. The rest of them walk, and only 11% of those kids at that school get there by car. We want that across Auckland. This is the award that Cycle Action nominated them for, and they are so proud, and we're trying to get them to go and present it to the kids. Now, anyway, Easy Transport Auckland. And I would just flip through some slides on it, but Easy Transport Auckland was an initiative that we had for the elections. ETA is the short term, and it was my idea because I have a father who was a sailor, and ETA is always his language because I was always late. ETA, estimated time of arrival. And essentially what we found is if you're on a bike, you actually get to your destination in time. If you're on a ferry, if you're on a train, you do. In Auckland, if you're in a car, you've got to have a cell phone because you're not going to be there on time. So what we decided to do was launch, this is our launch of Easy Transport Auckland. We had it down there on Britomart. You can see that there's Mike Lee there wearing a big train, and it was heaps of fun. And we had this dice, because we had a game essentially, and the dice was stacked like it normally is against public transport, walking and cycling. So the idea was just to highlight what Easy Transport was all about. And it's really levelling the playing field, which is the term we always used to hear. And we see it happen now in media. You know, we've got Mike arguing with our friend Stephen Joyce about what we really want in our region for transport. And funnily enough, the Highway Highway is not getting much support, but you know, it looks as though Joyce is keen to push it onto us. What we want is a fair debate about transport in Auckland. We want one where all of the cards are played clearly, and where buses, trains, walking and cycling are judged and funded in a fair and reasonable way. When you get time, we would love you to look at our Easy Transport Auckland website. What it does is it highlights the most important things that can be delivered, and it's one project for each, for walking, for cycling, for ferries, for trains and for buses. And it's a very simple thing. We have these little stickers, little buttons that I wear, and I wear them so that people understand, as a cyclist, I need good buses. I need really good trains so that I can put my bike on a train and whiz around. I need ferries, they're critical to my life, with my bike. And so that this is, and it's obviously I need good footpaths because most cyclists also walk. So it's that context of transport in Auckland is not a debate or a game of backing just one mode. In the end, you need them all. And that's what Spatial Action is all about. When we do, this is the outcome we're going to expect. We're going to get a functioning city, the livable city that Ben's been talking about, where people do actually cooperate happily. And this city really is one where we've got a high sense of harmony and, in my opinion, justice, because good transport is part of our human right. Thank you, Jeremy.